Which one? This? Alright, so. Alright, shalom, shalom. All praises, glory and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. And double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone, peace and salutations to the elect. Yeah, we're the Hebrew Israelites. Another weekend again, out here prophesying, you know, the things that were foretold of the scriptures. You know, all these prophecies, seeing that we have the testimony of Yahushai, which is, we all know that the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. You know, but before we go any further, you know, we have to say peace to this brother, the brother Yashar, yeah, from the GMS Australia camp. You know, see, we have the GMS Australia with this evening, and it's beautiful that we can break bread in the spirit. That, you know, it doesn't matter where we go, you know, in the flesh. You know, there's always what should I say? We have brothers. You know, it doesn't matter where we go, we can get this ministry done, because we have to always remember that, you know, the goal or the be all and the end all of everything that we're doing is all about fulfilling what the ministry is saying, because it's all about the ministry. You understand? So through the spirit, you know, there are so many things that are happening. You know, I want to speak about it according to how the Lord wants us to go about. Speaking about whatever. So if a brother have a scripture, man, you know, feel free, you can jump in, bro. You know, can bring out scriptures, whatever. You know, it's breaking bread in the spirit. Go ahead, go ahead, scripture.
This is Matthew 24 and verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives,
Good night.
Good night.
disciples came unto him privately, saying,
Oh, you need access to the back? Yeah, bro. Oh, okay. All right. So this work right here for a second, yeah? Go ahead.
yeah, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and the end of the world?
And the end of the world. And the end of the world there is not speaking of the planet, the planet as an oath. You understand? If you go into the, you know, them little blue Bibles, the little New Testament Bible that have the book of Psalms in it from the Old Testament. If you read that Bible, you will see at the end of the age. Yes, so it's not speaking of the planet, because the scriptures don't say that the earth abided forever. You understand? So we ain't contradicting what the Bible is saying, but it's speaking when is at that time the disciples were saying, when you know, when are you going to take down the Romans, man? When are you going to put back Israel in power? Because, you know, we weren't in hardcore slavery when Yahushua came, but we were in servitude under the Romans. That's why Yahushua came during that time. He came when he came in the Herodian dynasty, which was basically some Edomites got set up by Rome. Yeah? See? So Yahushua wasn't in any hardcore slavery, but they were still subjected to payments. That's the reason why Yahushua, you can get me that scripture in I think it's Matthew 17, where the Lord speaks about kings take tribute. Yeah, you can bring that scripture up. Question. You can, you can. Quick interjection, yeah?
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Go ahead.
And when thou see part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, so measuring, the tool of measure is these scriptures, these prophecies. You know, according to certain dispensation of time, there are certain things that are written in the scriptures that should play out. Yeah? Like, for example, it speaks, when you go into the book of Daniel, and the prophecies concerning, you know, the statue with the head of gold, and then the breastplate of iron, and then, you know, round ears of brass, and then the feet of not iron, my bad. It was gold, silver, brass, then iron. Yeah, and then on the feet it speaks about the mixed with miry clay. No, according to those dispensation of time, there are certain things that would play out in prophecies, right? No, upon measuring the scriptures, we would have seen that we have passed through the golden age then, right? Then we pass through the silver age, Then we pass through the brass age, which if you know the scriptures, you know speaking of the Babylonian Empire, or the Assyrian Babylonian Empire. Then it goes to the Greek Empire. Then it comes, not the Greek, it's the Medo-Persian. Why keep on making? It's the Medo-Persian Empire. Then the Greeks, yeah, which the scriptures speak about wickedness being increased in that time. Then they speak about the Roman Empire, which in the time of the Roman Empire, there were certain key things that took place as concerning the son of the Most High, which is our Lord, man. So these are the things that we are getting, you know, around to speak about right now. See, go ahead.
Go back to the same chapter.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't finished.
No, it wasn't finished yet.
Yeah, go ahead.
Going back to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, and verse 3, it said, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shall thou will understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Even from the beginning, go ahead.
For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
And I like the fact that that part of the scripture came out, and the end is manifest. Everything that's made in the world at a beginning and an end. So there are should we say, there are signs to show the beginning of certain things, and there are signs to show the ending. Now, according to what we are teaching here at Great Millstone, starting from the apostles and the elders on down, we teach definitely that this is the end of the American Empire.
That's right.
Which is the end of the second leg of the Roman Empire, which is that part of the beast that the iron cannot be mixed with clay. America is Rome all over again. Now, let's go back to history, right? There are certain things that took place in Rome back then that we are witnessing that's taking place now, which goes to show that this is the end of this empire. Like, for example, we are seeing the failure of the dollar. The failure of the dollar. Because we call it the dinero fail in Rome. We see migrant, we call it the migrant situation that's taking place now. That was a sign that took place in Rome. We see where the Senate was majorly divided. Yeah, we see where civil uprisings between the plebeians and the patricians, yeah, took place in Rome. We are seeing that being brewed right now. Just the other day, they had this we call it the debate, which even the brother Ash and I was going home the other night. I was listening that you could clearly see through the spirit how the powers that be set up Trump, set up Harris, you know, and put them, you know, to show the left wing, right wing dynamic, and to get the people all stirred up and roused up. And there's a topic that Trump keep on hit, the topic of World War III. And Kamala keep on speaking along, trying to get the emotion of the people. We need a president that will look out for the people, not answering these questions. So we can clearly see the divide, where the divide is coming. Yes,
and as well, Donald Trump, of lately, man, he's been blaming the Levites. You know, he talking about they in the USA eating pets and all that. And then we know, like Apostle always says, that's Nero back here, right? So he's gonna blame for fucking America, man.
Exactly.
No,
definitely. No, it's good. No, that's the truth. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. This is Ecclesiastes 1, verse 9. It said, the thing that hath been is that which shall be, and the thing which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun.
Yeah, so there's no new thing under the sun. So it's a reoccurrence of history being done again in the spirit. And then you have
the Lord do things in cycles.
In cycles. The Lord says judgment is like an unto a ring. Yeah? You have to. There's a saying, you have to know the history to know the mystery. Because this book is not just a what should we say? It's a prophecy book, but it also deals with history. To know or to understand certain prophecies, you have to go in the history. That's the reason why you have certain men that cannot come to the acknowledging that like in the New Testament, we speak about the Gentiles, he's speaking about the Gentiles that were ordained to salvation, he's speaking of the Israelites that were scattered. because they didn't venture deep down in the history to get a perfect understanding of why the scriptures call them uncircumcised or why the scriptures call them Gentiles. But not to stray from the point. You understand? All these things that are taking place now, it goes to show that yes, we are living in the end. Literally, we are living in the end. You're witnessing the collapse of what they would say the greatest empire that ever we can say lived on earth. That's how they deem the American empire. You understand? I always challenge that with Solomon, you know.
I always be saying it, man. When it comes down to time, you know, whether it want to be a week or a year or whatsoever, you know, we always have certain effects and certain signs to basically mark that time. You know when is the end of the year. You know what season it is because you have certain weather patterns that follow certain seasons, man. Those are signs and effects, man. So when it comes down to time in itself, yeah, you have specific things that happen in specific time juncture. And if you know how to operate within a cycle, then you can know what's coming up next. And the Lord, in this case, tell us, man, say, yo, these are the signs to show when an age actually is coming to an end, man.
Uninterrupted rule.
Yeah? So there is certain sequence of events that's going to transpire that is a marker to show you that, look, when the age is coming to an end, this is what basically happening, man. You know, when this kingdom is about to go down, these are the things that you're supposed to look for, man.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can explain. As I mentioned about the signs, you have them said for the hurricanes, for the Atlantic season, them say it kind of dropped because of them say a normal weather. Then at the Sahara, rain. Rain them ever before.
He's in the
Sahara.
Sahara.
The Sahara now.
And all these desert places, they're going to be
full.
You know, growing. America is going to become the desert.
If I say something, Nate is over there in a country called, it's an island called Papua New Guinea, right? So the guy's over there, and he's telling those people over there that that island of Papua New Guinea is going to be destroyed. That's above Australia. So I was like, no. The only places that are going to get destroyed is America, the island of Israel with them small rats over there, the gutter rats, and the parts of Middle East where the World War III is going to take place at. But Papua New Guinea, Australia, New Zealand, that's where the elite is running to, man.
That's true. Yeah, they are trying to get like a bunker in New Zealand and places like that. Yeah, definitely. See it? You have a scripture?
Yeah, so going back to what the elder was saying, it's the book of Sirach chapter 10 verse 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And we are witnessing that. All right, let's go back to history again. How did these men get to be the power over the states? How did they get to control the US dollar? See? We understand how the Rothschild set up JP Morgan and, you know, to get deep in the real construction and everything, and say put JP Morgan to the front. You understand? We understand everything, and we understand how they have removed the gold standard from the US dollar, you know, and make the paper become legal tender. See, and to the point now that if you have certain amount of gold on you, they're gonna take it from you because they're gonna say it's a possession of the state. And no, it got so bad that if you have a certain amount of cash on you, you can be locked up because it's a possession of the state. So I'm sure this devil, you have a bank account that's not yours, it's the bank's bank account. Right. Yeah, and they're gonna give you loans on their account, and then you have to pay back their debt. With interest attached to it, man. See? So these are the reasons why the law is gonna burn this place, man. Riches gotten by deceit. It's all deception. You know? Go ahead. Taxes out your money. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 9 says, the thing that had been, it is that which shall be, and that which...
Just read it. It's just read it. Give me I think it's Luke chapter 12 verse 56. Where Yahushua was saying that you can mark this sky. That's scripture. Yeah, you have it? Go ahead.
Luke 12 and verse 56 says, ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky and of the earth,
But how is it that you do not discern this time?
Yeah, how can't you discern what's taking place? And as I have always said when I'm prophesying, whenever I touch these topics, these things that are happening is not just something that you go on the internet and see. There are things that are affecting each and every one in our daily lives. Like for example, in the condition of the economy. You know, inflation. Inflation turned up. See? Inflation is on a different level right now.
Hey, the government is saying that, look man, the GDP, we have the best GDP ever.
Oh.
And right now, you know, in our real world situation, you know, you go to the supermarket, you can't buy the same amount of goods that you used to buy from before, and the less goods you buy now than what you buy back then costs even more.
Plus,
but they are saying that the economy is getting better.
It's getting better in debt. Plus shrinkflation. Because what you're buying, the quantity of what you used to spend $10 for is more smaller. Like when I went out to the hardware out the road the other day and I saw an 800 gallon, I see the plastic mark, 1,000 gallon, I was like, oh, these niggas trying to fool. So that's an 800 gallon tank.
If I'm ask, you know I've seen the petrol prices here, right? So a gallon, that's about 3.5 liters, right?
That's, yes, like roughly 4 liters.
So in Australia, one liter is right now is $2.25.
That's US?
Australian
dollar.
money.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's back before the C19 came in. Our petrol station was $1.25. When it shot up, everybody was angry, man. Australia right now, living conditions is terrible right now.
So let me ask you a question.
Inflation is just everywhere right now.
What's the rate between the Australian dollar with the US?
US says the rate right now, I want to say Australian dollar is equal about 70 cents USD.
70 cents?
Yeah, 70
well,
cents.
out here is like $157 to $1 US dollar. Let us sink in for a second.
That's if you're getting into the
Exchange rate, yeah, that's if you're getting it.
If
Exactly.
the machine is 160 up.
Hey, we go somewhere the other day and they
we're
want
coming
to
from somewhere like where you're coming from.
139.
Yeah, we're
Actually, we're coming from 1 to 1.
1 to 1.
As a matter of fact, we used to have more value to a dollar in the 80s than the US
What's
dollar.
the pound the worth? That's what the Jamaican dollar is.
You guys use that pound here, right?
Because we were under the British monarch. Well, we're still under them, but we are so-called independent to be in debt to other institution. Yeah, but now it's like $157. You know, only certain man can get that.
Yeah,
$1 US dollar.
according to the Constitution, the Constitution, we are independent of British Parliament and laws that basically the British Parliament are subjected to.
Okay.
So those don't apply to us, like their prime ministers and their members of Parliament.
Yeah.
What they do in their Parliament
It's
is
not
independent of Jamaican Parliament.
as
So the
concerning-
independence is not independence from the British monarch.
Exactly.
Yeah, these islands are still a part of the Commonwealth.
We have a governor general.
That's why we have a governor general out here. So, you know, when we speak about independence, we're not speaking about independence from the British monarch. Yeah? Hey, and these people play with words, you know, use smoke and mirrors and everything. You know what I mean? That's how Esau is for you, man. You know, I use the word independent. You know, not right, you know, in a sense, they're right, but independent from what? Or of what? Yeah?
Yeah, but I can present This is Isaiah 10 and 1. It says, woe unto them that decree an unrighteous decree, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
Yeah, by law, go ahead.
To turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
Yeah, because through this legislation, you know, we don't like case and point, yeah? The Big C, when they were administering as the LA Shamba call it, the Caprison juice to the people, they ensure that they pass laws that you cannot sue these corporations that that manufactured these portions to be drunken by the people. They ensure that there were laws put on the books
Protect them, man.
to protect them.
Yeah, a lot of waivers.
You understand?
Sign.
That's an example of what we were speaking of, man. See, that's the reason why we understand perfectly that even if they're supposed to come and grab us up, we can't say to them that we're asking you for mercy because they are the devil. We understand that there has to be an eternal judge, someone that's outside of their circle, that's seeing things on a higher level. As the scripture says, the Lord won't be in awe at any man greatness. Just paraphrasing. You understand? Because if it left up to them, you know, they know justice gonna come forth. It's more chemtrails in your atmosphere, more poisons through your food, more portions through your pharmaceuticals.
I see that brother,
Yeah?
that's that brother from Monsanto. Brother of Monsanto.
Monsanto?
And tell him to drink the glyphosate.
Guy for it?
Drink the glyphosate.
Tell her. And then, yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, and verse 6. It says, "For the vile person who speak villainy, and his heart who work iniquity, to practice hypocrites, to utter error against Yahweh, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of thirst to fail."
Exactly.
The perfect, this fit you for
No horror.
perfectly.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A demon.
Yeah, demon.
The thing I like with you, Noah Harari, is that he's not talking below the tables anymore. He's just telling you as it is, man.
Yep,
straightforward.
It's straightforward.
Yeah, straightforward.
We have too much useless humans on the earth, and we need to get rid of. He's telling you,
Yeah.
but because
Stop thinking that you have a free will.
exactly, he's
You know
telling
what I mean?
you. But because he's not a president or a prime minister of a specific country,
Yeah.
it's like the masses of the people they're not taking him serious.
Seriously. You know?
You know,
And
not
then,
understanding that he's.
So I don't know if you brothers know. Have you seen on Netflix? Right, there's a TV show coming up, and it's by Killgate.
Yeah.
The whole TV series is about what's next towards the future, and it's going into the AI. But I want to believe that it's to do with the whole the climate change, right? But I think it's gonna be to do with the microchip.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because when you see the trailer, this documentary comes out on Wednesday. So Jamaican your time, I seen it last night. It comes out Wednesday. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be
what's
good
the
for
documentary?
It's a documentary.
What's the name of the
It's a
documentary?
documentary. I'll look it up.
All right, we
Yeah,
can
I'll
look it up when we finish, and then we can, you know.
So I was watching the trailer and I'm like, okay, here we go. Because I remember, if I'm not mistaken, before the C19, the devil was on the stage on Teddy Talks, right? And he was talking about pandemics. And what happened
Definitely.
afterwards? The C19 came in, and he was the face of what? He became like the face of
He became a savior.
he became the top doctor out of
Doctor.
nowhere.
Yeah, out of
You know?
the man, the doctor of Microsoft became the doctor of men. You know, out of nowhere, out of no value. Exactly.
That's right. Yeah.
You know.
But I got more here.
Yeah, continue.
So the instruments also of the church are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right.
Exactly. So men like us, we're on a hot list. Because the thing is that we ain't, like as the scripture says, sleeping dogs, loving to lie down, cannot bark. We are barking at this thing. We are making it known to the masses what these men are about to do, because originally all these plans is of Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Thing is, man, you see, Jake don't know that this man don't have any empathy, man. Yeah, these men don't have any empathy, man. Hey, for crying out loud, man, your own people don't have empathy. Look at what them police today, they box him up. You know what I mean? Let's bring him to the station. Box him up. And when them find out, say, when CTAC find out, say I really that happened, you know what I mean? Them say the police not forget any other charges, but then we deal with the situation internally, like they punish him internally.
No.
After them dislocate the youth jaw, you know what I mean? And this is the corporal that go in the office.
Go do that?
Go do that. Even involved in the investigation or involved in nothing.
Yeah.
They arrest you that can youth at the station and him dislocate the youth jaw. Yeah,
So why
in
supposed
charge
to be?
of go and come back and see you jaw dislocated. You say even the sergeant and say, "Yo, if you take action, what happened?"
So why is it that it's supposed to be dealt with internally?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they want
show
pay
you
my money now.
how unjust these men are, man. And you see that they don't have no pity upon each other. So what you think so-called white man gonna be like, man? If Jake not having pity upon Jake, what you think the so-called white man gonna be like?
Calling you a useless eater.
Yeah. The scripture tell them, man, that that madmen fear not.
This is utmost. Alright, this is the book of Habakkuk 1 and 4. It says, therefore the law is slack, and judgment will never go forth. For the wicked will trespass upon the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceeds.
Yeah, so nice. Anyway,
Hey, justice over across the board, man. There's no justice, especially for men. There's no justice for men, man. I was watching a video. With this woman. Basically, she let the man go to prison for child support for 5 years. He went to prison for 5 years for child support, man. And when they try, when him do the DNA, after him come from prison, do the DNA and whatsoever, the youth, it's not his. I want the judge ask her if she know the father, and she say yes. And all what the man got through, and all what she put the man through, even make him go to prison, ruin the man's life. You know what I mean? She walk out the court with no punishment in it at all.
when that
Yeah,
should
show
be
you that there's
rolling.
no justice for even for men
Gun.
on the side, man.
Yeah,
And
but
you
right
have
so.
worse cases than those, man. Yeah?
But rightly so, because guess what? You men love it here, man.
Yeah, and that's wrong judgment. Want to check it? That's wrong judgment. Right now, you end up with child support certain states in America for a kid that is not yours, even when you find out that this is not yours.
Yeah.
Yeah?
From your sign the name on the birth certificate.
Yeah, gone.
Yeah, you're gone.
18 years.
Gone.
Yep.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, man.
you want to finish?
Yeah. No, you didn't finish that. You have
This is Micah 2 verse 10. So
to
arise ye.
Good.
Like
Go on, hold it.
So arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. So it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction.
Yeah, so it will destroy you, man. This
Gone.
place, if you follow up this place, you're gonna find yourself like a hamster on a wheel.
Hey, look, man, we live in a very small town here, man. Yeah? Hey, this town is polluted from every angle, man.
Yep.
From every angle. And physically, if you mess around out here, you get polluted. Yesterday I was talking about, it's a trend now for the men.
Thursday.
Day before yesterday.
Thursday.
It's a trend now for the men in this town here to hang out with women, man.
And
See,
the men.
if you see, I was talking about going with these women is a big risk, man.
Can.
You know what I mean?
Can.
Because hey, shh.
Definitely.
man.
Definitely.
You know?
Place is polluted.
Then by the clinic, them say there's some serious,
Fecal matter in the
yeah, some
girls and
serious
paternal.
infection these female have, man. And this because of the practice for them basically practicing right here in the small town here, man. You know what I mean? So that is a different level of pollution. Yeah? Their minds are polluted. They physically, they are unclean. Yeah, they're gonna be eating all the time. I don't know if it's an X-ray or what, or scan.
Yeah,
With a person who,
with the leg, with the parasite.
with all the parasite, them in them muscle, man.
From worms, man. From,
You know what I mean?
eating pork.
From eating pork, man. And niggas out here, you see? They lock down the pork stand out here.
Because of sanitary conditions.
Sanitary conditions,
Like
man.
eating pork is sanitary. Practicing to be
Yeah.
sanitary clean.
Just like when they talk about shark infested water.
Yeah.
Like under the water, the shark live.
And the level of pollution going on now, man. You know, to the point where, you know, the Lord created two genders, man. male and female, and this devil now, you know, trying to corrupt a kid's mind that there are more than two genders, man. Telling your son that, look, man, you know,
You have the right to choose
you can,
what gender is and all kind of shit.
you can be a girl if you want. That's how polluted this place is right now.
Isaiah 3 and verse 12 says, for my people, children, start over verse 8 says, the show of their countenance don't witness against them,
Right.
and they declare their sin as shadow.
Right, so they're proud to do this thing, man. That's what they call the gay movement. They call it pride. Yeah? Which is a word that basically you don't need attachment to yourself.
Yeah, the scripture says pride was not made for
That
man.
attitude
You know?
is not something that you should put to yourself.
Yeah,
man.
but
The
what-
Lord Yahweh Shemashai hate pride, man.
What's to be proud about wallowing in shit?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Proud of filth.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
God.
You know, that's the reason why this place have to burn. You know, and we've been saying this for years, and it would seem that it's falling upon deaf ears, but it's falling upon the ears that should receive it.
God.
We understand the history of what took place in Sodom and Gomorrah and the other three cities, you know, and how that they became wicked
God.
to the point that they wanted to sleep with the angels, man.
God.
Yo, even when lots say, yo, see my daughter here, do what you want to do with my daughters. And I say, yo, no, we don't want your daughter. Send out the men so we can know them. Like really? You can imagine that you're trying to fight off a crowd and say, yo.
Bro, I see two challenge today, brother. I was like, what the hell? You have some youth now go do this prank now. Go about, I tell some little old man on the road, you know, making sexual advances to the little old man. If you see how them are gonna react. That the man them a do. You know Jamaica here now, brother?
New man.
Eh?
That new to me.
Yeah,
New to me.
That the man them a do.
I want children then go to them and
Pretend that them a make sexual advance to some man on the road, some prank. But guess what? You see, you niggas are faggot tendency, man. You are faggots, man.
You want to see video, man?
You know?
Send my friend
Prank
and
on the prank.
bottom, man.
How can you frame in your mind to basically bring argument to a man like that?
Hey,
Telling man to say you want to touch them rod and all them type of thing. You have to be a faggot, man.
that's right. This next thing when we realize them I get twisted to you is like them try make straight men feel like we not feel secure in our masculinity
Right.
if we can kiss another man,
Yeah, and all
or
them
if
fuck
we
it,
can support the rainbow community, we are not secure in ourselves. Fuck
Right.
that, yo.
Well, I'm insecure.
You know what I mean?
I am
How we not
insecure,
secure now is
so I
why
don't
you
want-
need to
it's
prove
because
that you're secure in yourself by
I
kissing
need
the next man.
I need it not around me so I can stay safe.
Yeah,
Right? You understand?
Or you get called homophobic. Where I'm from, like, if you come against this, this, I call them beast, you know. When you come against them in Australia, you know, you might get a fine, or also people gonna look at you like you said, like insecure, homophobic.
Yeah.
You just a piece of shit for, for standing up saying things like that.
What about the natives of Australia? How do they look at like the Mediamites in Australia that way?
What you mean?
What do you call them again?
Aborigines.
Aborigines.
Oh, Aboriginal. No, really, they're not into it.
No, yeah. So they look at Edom like beasts.
Yeah. Oh, they call him Aboriginal of Australia called Esau a vile man, a devil. Yeah, that's what they call him over there. You know, they don't like Esau, man. The Aboriginal of Australia they don't like Esau. Like they will tell you straight up, like this man came in our country, took over the country by the force, by the sword, and he gave them alcohol and drugs. They when you go into like downtown cities, all you see is Aboriginal laying down, messed up in head, man.
Just
And you
like
got
all
these rich,
people out here.
and you got these rich Edomites living in top buildings, looking down on them and shit, man. You know, so that's what it is. Revelation chapter 6, man.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, this is the time of the end. You know, this is the time of the end. This is when all bullshit. As the Lord would say out there, iniquity has to come to a full. You understand? This is where the iniquity coming to a full. And we are seeing what we are witnessing now what the Lord is about to do. And He's going to do a mighty work over here, man. And He's going to do a mighty work on all these people that believe in these practices or these customs, you know, to go and do such thing that is to defile the flesh.
Right.
You know, all these nasty dreamers, man. You know that believe that they can do as they feel and there's no consequences, bro. The Lord's gonna destroy your asses, man. You know.
This is as it it says Micah 2:1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is bright, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands.
It is in the power of their hands, man. They have the power to write it on paper and give your puppet leaders to get it passed. You know, say, yo, do that. Like for case in point, before the Big C came over here, they asked Kanjo if he was going to give the people a mandatory juicing, and he said, why? Everybody should have their own choice to take it if they don't want to, if they want to, or if they don't want to take it, they don't take it. Then about a month after that, when he got the mandate, yeah, he started to push it. Him and the so-called health ministers say, "Oh, we take it."
Your leaders don't know what the hell is going on, man.
Don't want water.
If you want, people say want water, they get the juices yet. No, you know.
But as far as he might take it and say, see me take it, that means Uno can't take it too.
And that pretense.
Don't even take
Never
nothing.
take shit.
Trick the people, man. See? And they covet fields and take them by violence, see?
Yeah, man, terrorist of the Joe.
And houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Yeah, so we are being oppressed, man. We are being oppressed left, right, and center. See, and every level. All right, look, case in point again, because see, the scriptures are real. The scriptures say, as the Lord say, the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So what we are reading is life. It's not a mythical book, like when you read about Zeus and Hades. No. The other day,
There are practical things coming from the scriptures.
Exactly. The other day we have hurricane, what's it, Beryl?
Beryl, yeah.
And then people, like the people in St. Elizabeth, that don't have any electricity, get some bills skyrocketed. And them don't have the electricity, and must say, oh, we're going to pay for something we don't have.
Yeah.
How?
Some
How
people
is
bill
it?
double.
People bill
Consumption
double.
within the period of time.
You
know?
know, NWC do that to people all the while, too.
Yeah, can, definitely.
No water not coming on your line.
And then it's still a billion.
Estimated
Yeah.
bill.
Bill, yeah.
Worst
The
part,
water will not come in your line, yeah.
them statement after even dumber. Them said them think this is them a bill based on past bills.
Look,
and
man,
then it
the
a go
meter them
reflect,
don't
and
good. The meter them don't good.
Them have the digital meter.
Across the world, there are complaints all across the world about the digital meter. All across the world, there are problems with them across the world. They're basically malfunctioning, you know, because of certain surge. Yeah, they have a problem across the world with it, but the JPS, what the one name, yeah, them no want to go into that. The people them, yeah, you know. But that's what really going on, man. The meter is basically malfunctioning, man. You know.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 4. And there went out another host that was red, and power was given to him that set the room to take peace from the earth, and that it should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Yeah, and this man, Esau Edom, the red man, that has been blessed with the sword, and he's using it to the best of his ability. See, and he's gonna draw out even more swords.
Yeah, and as the act speaker of earlier, man, the Aboriginals.
Aboriginals.
Call
him the Red
call
Devil.
him the Red Devil. Because that's what he did. He come with the sword, you know what I mean, and he forcefully take your house. And this is what this man been doing all throughout history, man. He came with the sword and forcefully take other men's houses.
Yeah, hey, what they'll do, they'll basically come in, and if the paperwork can't get it, then they use the sword. So what they do, like for example, how they tied up Jamaica, they come when Michael Manley said, look here, we strapped for cash and we need some money, you know, get the infrastructure in Jamaica to, and this was in the 80s, we need the infrastructure to be booming. See? And basically they told him that, look, okay, you don't tell us the terms and conditions how you pay us back. We tell you how you pay us back. So you're gonna give us back the money at short term at high interest rate, which he couldn't do that because he needs to turn the money. So he said, look, I'm not working with the IMF, so he checked the World Bank, it's the same thing. He checked the Inter-American Development Bank, it was the same thing. He found out that they all was owned by one entity. And then now, when he decided, look, I'm not gonna take this deal any at all, then now the hell started. We see blinds, we call him Siaga, got set up by the CIA, and so much things started happening in Jamaica. They attempted assassinating Michael Manley, just like what they did with Maurice Bishop, and they spread all different propaganda to destroy. No,
that's how we know all leaders nowadays. They know what
they're puppet. Exactly.
Them see what happened to all who never there work
with the agenda.
With the agenda. Then those men was set for an example for leaders who think they have a choice or a say this time around. So when you see even the current Prime Minister doing what he's doing, he knows that, look man, if you mess around, you'll get your ass put to death, just like other men in the past will get them ass put to death. Or, you know, they cause the people to uproar, you know, by setting
just
up,
like in the 80s.
yes, but setting up some grassroots movement to cause protests and unrest
because
in the country.
They humbled Michael Manley, because Michael Manley, when they humbled him, he basically did an interview saying, oh, it's time for me to grow up. But what was Michael Manley teaching? He was teaching self-sustenance, because his ideology was, why should I be paying great sums of money to bring in what I produce, to sell it at a cheaper rate? We were not going to make any money. You know, these legislation that they're telling us to pass, automatically we're going to go into a deeper cycle of debt than we are in, our case that we are in already. So it doesn't make any sense.
Isaiah 9 verse 14. It said, therefore the Lord will cut off from Israel the head and the tail, branch and rush in one day. The ancient and the honorable is the head, and the prophet that teacheth lies, he is the tail. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they are led of them are destroyed.
Yeah, so the people that you see run up and down in them uniforms behind these politicians, you are destroyed. Because if these politicians, all right, like for example, I see Lisa Anna did a beautiful video. You understand? Which Lisa Anna, more than likely, well, 50-50 chance you're an Eden. Or maybe you're a J, because the Annas came from what they would call the Middle East. I think it come from I think it's Syria.
Turkey.
Syria, I think it's Syria. Syria. The Annas came from Syria, I think. See? So 50-50 chance, maybe you're a Eden. You understand? We're not sure. But you know, the leaders, yeah. So now she is a woman. She went entered Miss World 91, 93. 93. She won 93, right? So she basically been in places, man. Yeah, so she been in high places, right? And at no point in time, you know, I've ever heard she or any one of you come up and say, look here, you people are the sons of God. You know, at no opportunity that was given, even on her personal Instagram account or Facebook or TikTok or whatever account she has, she had never, or not just her, but the ones that are in the know, none of y'all has ever come and said, look, people, you're the Israelites, and honestly, we have heard from our God. No, there's a stand that we should follow.
Hey, the thing is, man, you have people who are set forth for an example not to do so. You know, especially in America, man. You see them hip-hop artists that come out and say certain things, man. I even speak against the JWO, man. Yeah. Even them, you know, they get silenced in our way. You know, so these have a way to send either a soft threat, you know.
Hey,
that's
the threat Donald Trump was speaking of on the and we call it the debate, where Donald Trump said, basically he said that he basically stopped the Talibans from doing what they're doing. And they asked him how. He said basically he spoke to the leader. I forgot his name.
Yeah, and
he sent him a picture of his house. And he said, why you send me mouse? He said, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, Esau was sending them soft threats.
You know?
That's what Esau do. When Esau come and speak smoothly, it's smooth speaking. You know, if you read what he's saying, he's intimidating you and threatening you in a diplomatic way. That's what he did.
50 cents said that.
Yeah,
50 cents said that.
yeah, that's how the so-called white man stay, man.
This is Ecclesiasticus 12 and 16. It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
Yeah.
Then it says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. See? He will shake his head and clap his hands.
It is going to always be for the benefit of them.
God.
You know, it was never to be on mutual grounds or anything like that. See, the misnomer that the so-called Maroons are free. Seeing? You ain't free. It's just that you're, what should I say? You're worth more in working with me, for me, than rebelling against me. So I'm gonna treat you better to catch the ones that are rebelling against me. Because these people out here, a lot of you afraid to bring out the true history about the Maroons. The Maroons, for the most part, all they did was they just captured their brothers and bring them to the slave master. That's it.
Right.
And then now, what these men do, like the other day, I call it L.A. Lewis, Richard Curryfish, in basically, I try to show them, say, oh, look here, oh shit, lost my train of thought, man. Anyway, go on, lost my train of thought. See?
It's Genesis 25 verse 27. So and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, so a man of the field, and Jacob was
Yeah, this man never set traps, man. You know, and as we walk further in this time, man, this man basically trap is getting more and more complex.
Yep, on every level.
Yeah, and a lot of people are gonna be caught. You know what I mean? Suddenly, you know, just like a gin for a bird, man. You know, so this man setting up is climbing. You know, today I'm going down with a family member that came from overseas, and he was like, "Whoa, the time is hot, man." You know, you have some people don't believe in climate change, but you know, this shit is real. You know why he's saying that? Because he's always out there saying, whenever you see any abnormal weather, it's climate change. So you want to run to that narrative that they can hand the solution to you, man. You know, when this devil, you know, even though we are at a time, you know, where the planet basically go through certain phases because we are at the end of an age. That is one thing that Esau, you know, failed to teach or to tell people, because he want to use the end of the age or the end of this era to basically trick the people in his idea.
Bringing thing, yeah?
You know what I mean? So that is one thing, and then he's out there amplifying certain situations, man, like using certain weaponry. You know what I mean?
With the modification and shit.
Yeah, doing weather modification, all these things, man. Messing around with the jet stream and them things there. You know what I mean? This man be out there doing all type of bullshit, man. On top of what basically gonna happen naturally.
Right.
Yeah? You have earthquake shaking, and this man says if he can't pull one extra 2 earthquakes out of an earthquake. Hey, this is how this devil is, man. Yeah?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, and verse 4. It says, verse 5, it's like it says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
So you can't look for anything good than the word right now.
Yeah, and as I will go in and look, man, they basically destroying the planet, man, doing all these things, man.
Definitely.
Yeah? Because they're affecting natural weather, you know what I mean, to try to get you know into their trap.
Fucking up the ecology.
Like the climate trap as we're speaking about, you know. Right now, the way have a lot of people mind ready with the whole climate change thing, know him can bring the solution, and I pity them don't know that the way how he's gonna come out and say, oh look man, you know, you're all contributing to this climate change thing, man.
Yep.
So guess what, we have to alter your lives. That's what he's saying. That's what he's gonna say, man.
What the first thing he should have done was kill himself.
Yeah, we're gonna have to alter everybody's life, man. You see, if you commute or you go out, you know, 3 times a week, you know, you're gonna have to, you know, cut it back. You're gonna have to stay home a bit. You're gonna have to cut down on a certain amount of meat you're eating. Or don't eat no meat in your all. Eating less food, smaller portions of food. You know what I mean? Eating insect. Yeah, these are all these type of things this man is bringing, man. And they're gonna try to get others to agree that certain part of the population need to be terminated, man. That's all deep in my go with it, man.
That's if you remember the stone that was cut down in Georgia.
Yeah, the Georgia guys.
Remember the writings of it?
Yeah.
Esau took it up.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole plan of Esau with destroying 7 billions, leaving 500 millions, is still going.
Exactly.
This devil has not changed.
Exactly.
You know, that whole thing's still going. But you know, Jack is playing games, man. Everybody's playing games right now. But when the Most High speaks,
as him said, and Bill Gates said clearly, man, in that TED talk, man. He said it clearly. He tell you the carbon, the CO2 levels, man, and himself bring it down.
Reduce it to 15%.
Yeah, if you bring it down, he literally tell you that, look, man, you know.
If we do a good job with vaccines and contraceptives, we can bring it down at 15%.
It was clear. And you have people out there trying to make it sound like something else, I must say.
But when he did that, the Lord, they said the birth rate went up, and 8 billion people was now on the planet. Show that you're not in control.
God.
See? How about Shamash knows all and he do it all?
Well, you know, you say, and he's not going to get his opportunity to depopulate the planet, man, because it's a part of the Lord's plan. The Lord is the one who wants the planet to be cold, man. So even though Esau basically planning to cool the planet, the Lord is going to make him successful in doing so. Yeah, the Lord is not trying to stop him. You know, the Lord going to take a lot of people on this earth in a great. He said they're going to be taking a great number.
Hey, you can bring that scripture out. Fishes in an evil net. See,
you see this device, the system for this device that this man is rolling out. You know, the digital identity, the digital ID. You know what I mean? The digital, the CBDC, digital currency. All these things set that you don't have no wiggle room, man. When you look at the rules, them, you can't do anything under a social credit system, man. And that's what they're trying to build in and around you. And people don't even know. There's a social credit system being built in and around you. And you don't realize.
They don't see it.
Yeah?
That's the reason why the government is speaking
I'm buying a trapdoor coming down, you know, that's your ass, man. You don't have nowhere to run.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Ecclesiastes 9 verse 12. For a man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time.
Hey, it's funny, you know, everything to do with the internet, you know what I mean, having a name, you know, that basically lead or something that is used as a trap. A web is used as a trap. A net is used as a trap. So why everything pertaining to this thing have a name that, you know, the Lord make, you see? It named perfectly, man. The World Wide Web, the internet.
Like what Buju said.
Yeah?
Buju said in the interview, said, I came from an era where I used to own my music and record. I went to bed and wake up one night and a bumbuckler CD. And when I go to my bed again and wake up, my music in the blood clot cloud rasta. I don't want my music no more. Yeah, if the internet shut down, I can't play my music anymore. And it's true. You understand? It's true because you need electricity You don't only need electricity, you need the internet, and you have to pay to play.
Look, man.
You know?
It's just like your music, you don't have it anymore in the cloud. Yeah, man, that's how that's how your identity gonna be now, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't exist if you're not in the cloud.
Exactly. Illegal.
That's what they are doing, man.
Hey, and like a place in Jamaica, like in the movie Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone.
Right.
You know, you have the people that live underground because they refuse in accepting the new system.
Right.
You
And
people out here
they
can't
have,
go underground.
They have that device on
You
them
know?
skin, that movie, man.
Exactly. You know?
Yeah, they have that device on them skin, man.
John Spartan, each time in chorus offensive language,
You can get a receipt,
get a
man.
fine.
Yeah.
Pay.
Pay a fine.
You know?
But in this case, the fine will be deducted from your digital wallet, man.
Exactly.
A digital account. That's how it's gonna go.
The world became
Yeah.
weak to the point that the police officers didn't even know how to police people. You know, you have a
Lazy.
computer telling him, tell him to get on the ground.
Hey,
you know?
hey, me tell you this, man. You see, and these men want to run everything by subscription. You know, and me see how the subscription thing work. You know, when in regards to when you take in cash, man. You see, once you subscribe once to a lot of these things that basically, you know, like whether you want me Netflix, whatsoever, anything. And then you can app or whatsoever, once you do it once. Yeah? And it takes something for your account once. No other time it's not gonna ask you, man. No, you're just gonna get an email that
it bill it.
them bill you.
That's
Yeah,
and in Canada.
Yeah.
So I was in Toronto, and everything over there is just under subscription.
God.
Yeah, like riding bikes, you can get a subscription for a whole year. Just riding those the street bikes.
Okay.
The electric.
That's what the
electric
World
bike, yeah.
That's what the World Economic Forum is saying. By 2020, this is how things gonna go. 2030, I mean, it's like you know, by 2030, that's how things gonna go, man. Subscription, your house is about subscription, not your house. The place that just you live
We're gonna
in.
live up here and sleep at night.
So,
Yeah, we sleep at night is by subscription.
So we are seeing a lot of bloodshed with this system coming, because this system is not one that will be accepted by Jake and a whole.
But
Like
it's not
especially
system
Jake out here that used to having things. So called, since we are witnessing that, you know, men gonna be spilling blood to basically keep that which is theirs, man. Because when Jake wake up one morning and see that they don't have access to their bank accounts anymore, it's gonna be a problem. Crazy problems.
And they want that.
Go ahead.
They want that.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and verse 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues drew nigh, and I know slack, as when a woman with a child in the 9th month bring forth a son."
Hey, you know why we can say that act is because we are witnessing all these infrastructures, you know, and all we call it. We are witnessing like the other day, Clash Shop come out and say it's gonna be rough before the election.
That's right.
Yeah, you know, we see that like you're frightening, like we are looking. See, and that's the reason why we can be spiritual forecasters in Yahushua. Shalom, Akim. Shalom. Yeah.
Shalom, Akim.
See, that's the reason why we can say that we are spiritual forecasters now, because we are witnessing, yeah, live and in living colors, these things playing out right before our eyes. Go ahead, continue.
It says, with 2 or 3 hours of her breath pants compares her womb, which pants. When the child comes forth, they start not a moment. Even so shall know the plagues be start to come upon the earth, and the war shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side.
These people, they're diligent enough to see what's going on, bracing themselves spiritually for the impact. So when the pain comes, it's gonna come suddenly. Like for us, we already braced for impact because we was watching. You know, and like for example, people used to say, oh, a long time we now speak about the injection, that we call it. You've been speaking of the injection, and then we're going to give people injection, and when we speak these things, little did they know, but well, they know, or should I say they have an idea that we were speaking of these things, but little did they know this is about to get worse.
Yeah,
you know?
and the reason why the Lord let them have an idea that we speak of these things is because it is written that then shall they know
that a
that
prophet
all right,
had
I'll
been
been
among
among them. That needs to be
Yeah,
fulfilled.
you can continue.
It says, all my people hear my word, make you ready to their battle in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Yeah, be advanced spring. So we are passing through. See, don't think that, hey, this is my bottle of water. And hey, you can't get this bottle of water from me. Yeah, we're just passing through. See, the kingdom is ours, man. Yahushua is ours. And we're gonna work to get that. That's the difference between the elect mindset and the people of the world. The people of the world believing in staying here and holding on to that which profiteth not.
God.
You understand? We don't believe that. Go ahead, Akia.
It says, he that selleth, let him be that as he fleeth away. And he that buyeth, as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise, as he that have no profit by it. And he that buildeth, as he that shall know the wood therein. And he that soweth, as if he should not reap. So also he that planteth the vineyard, as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry, as they shall get no children, and they that marry not, as the widows. And they that suck it, and therefore they that labor in vain.
Right, give the scriptures for strangers shall reap your fruit. Yeah, so this thing now, is about, you're doing what you have to do to get by. But in reality, it's all about, Yahushua. To gain the excellency of the knowledge of Yahushua. That's our mindset. Because, we have never really witnessed, over here in the West, we have never really witnessed the total collapse of a society. Like in Venezuela, the Venezuelan, where the money name again? Peso? Where the money name again? Where the money name again? The Venezuelan currency, let me say that. You have people just lighting them like sin because it has no value. But even so, people are getting by on a level. When it just started, we used to see women leaving office jobs to be on the road. Some of them used to sell body parts, whatever. Bolivar, yeah. Some of them used to sell, a little pleasure to try to make two ends meet because their so-called office jobs wasn't working. But we still haven't seen Venezuela, totally collapse. I remember Venezuela produced oil. Yeah, Venezuela produced oil. But how did that save them? How did that benefited them?
Hey, Jake, really crazy, Hey, me and Jake, who me here? Me and Bala said, to this say, like how Jamaica discover why they must buy the equipment and borrow the money, buy the equipment, and
that makes sense in our righteous world.
He have the least idea of
no, in our righteous world.
The thing is, who won the land? Who won the land?
Yeah, but it's not a righteous world. It's not a righteous world.
That's laughing. Yeah.
It only makes sense in our righteous world. See it? But you see, if you don't understand geopolitics and who is at the upper echelon of society, then you're gonna make statements like that because of your ignorance. But that's why we're not trying to get the oil, and we're not trying to be like IYC to basically build an empire within Esau's empire. We understand that this one has to fail.
Right.
And the fail of the society will come by Yahushua. You understand, as the Lord said, wait you upon me. That way there. Straight ahead, yeah? When you reach the crossroad, take the right. See? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's Luke 12, verse 31, so but rather seek ye the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Yeah, so when you seek the kingdom, man, all that you desire, all that was created for you. The Lord tell you that the fine flour and the linen and the wheat and all these things was the gold was created for you. That's why we were brought here, to enjoy the earth as the sons of God. This simulation is a gift, from the Lord to us, man. Go ahead.
So fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. So sell that ye have and give alms. So provide yourself bags which wax not old, a treasure in the heavens that faileth not.
That faileth not. Go ahead.
Where no thief approacheth, neither not corrupted. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
And that's gonna hurt a lot of people out there because you know the thing that they work so far hard for, like, I have 500,000 at the bank, you know. See me, but then you know Jake's stupid. This is how we know that Jake is so stupid. You have worked so hard to put $500,000 Jamaican, yeah, in your bank account. But when you're supposed to pull certain amount of it, you can't get it.
Right.
Yeah? And you say,
You're not allowed to pull that
you're going like a fool of money. Of my money.
Let me see a woman in NCB the other day. On a video, and police escort her out. But the bank can thief for money. You really gonna take me to the bank when the bank thief for money?
Yeah. Yeah?
The police never escort you out.
When you should have used these experiences to know that, look,
this
doesn't make any sense.
People in because
the money.
I see my mother nearly click a link to, NCB, you have some scammer where I send a message say your account get compromised and them have a link in it. You go, log into your account.
Yeah. So you get all your banking
information. When you check your link now have nothing to do with MCB.
Which 876 number in
Yeah.
Or which whatever at iCloud.
But you see, people when them target don't know those things.
That's crazy, man.
You know them things. So you click on the link now, you go say you put in your email address, your password, your card number, everything, God.
Everything, yeah? Yeah.
I know so that catch a lot of people with MCB, man.
But you best believe that all this is happening by design to show that the system, the current system that we have in is flawed. That they can bring forth a more perfect system, but this perfect system that they're gonna bring, you have to be branded upon with a specific number. To bring that order out of chaos. They're Hegelian dialectic. Problem, reaction, solution. So the people are now starting to react against these banking institution or whatever. So now they're gonna say, look, we have a solution. This little device right here, this chip. And this is gonna be tagged to you where nobody cannot access your digital token. Saying, which don't be surprised if in the near future you hear them stop speak about UBIs, man. Universal Basic Income, that people think that they would have access to the amount of money with them they have in the bank from before. It's gonna be still there. You understand? Yeah, we have.
This is to pick up the brother's point right here, right? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10, and verse. I'm gonna start from verse 9. It says here, "He lieth in wait secretly as lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poe. He doth catch the poe when he drove him into his net."
That same system. Yeah, that same system. And all transaction. Let's say, all government transaction has to do something with IDs and using the internet. Yeah. So they're ensuring that all transactions, not just government transactions, but even the regular man making a transaction, it has to be recorded on the internet, hence the blockchain technology. You understand? They're gonna put people, or they're gonna shoot people to go that way. See? I remember, and ladies and gentlemen who are watching, remember Jamaica has a kiss-ass prime minister that was the first one to go forth and push for the JAMDEX, which is the digital token for the Jamaican dollar. The JAMDEX. He was, look how small we are, man, on the map. But because he's a what on the worst? He was a heavyweight on the worst scale. But
this man pushed him thing before America.
He pushed him thing before anybody else. Before anybody else. He was pushing so hard to say, masters, look, I'm complying. I'm ready. Yeah, you understand? Before there was the pressure.
Listen to Jamaica give listen to I think one African country.
African country?
So one of them African country that basically give listen to. John Dex
the group. Yeah. To prepare their digital currency system. See that? See, look at that. See that? Yeah, go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 13 and verse 2 says, "Burden not thyself above thy power, while thou livest, and have no fellowship with one that is mightier and richer than thyself."
Because he's just going to use him. And that's what's happening to these men that are in power over the people. But you see, they are the dogs that love the crumbs at master's table. You understand? Go ahead.
The scriptures are really enough.
Done?
We've been here.
Exactly.
It says for all.
Go ahead, continue.
It says for all agree the kettle and the earthen pot together. For if the other be smitten against the other, it shall be broken. Then the rich man hath done wrong, and yet he threateneth with all. The poor is wrong, and he must entreat also.
Exactly. And then the thing about it is that with all these things that are happening, we have witnessed from 2022 to 2022, so whatever, we have witnessed the people rising up, their voices start to speak against the government that's in power, and we have never heard any of you ministers come out and say, look here, you know, on a press conference or any means, say, look here, this is the thing. You know, we get a mandate, and this is what the World Health Organization said, or this is what
their idea.
They're taking the heat as if it's their idea, when it is not.
And you see, and then that, so a man who reap when I want to
that man reap, exactly.
Like when you convince the people themselves that it's your idea,
you're gonna reap
when
the
it
benefit.
fail, they're gonna say your idea failed.
Exactly.
And if it warrant certain punishment, you are gonna get the punishment.
Exactly.
And that's what the scripture say, there shall be what? Sedition among men.
Exactly.
Yeah?
It says, continue. It says, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee.
Yeah, because all right. Like even with the University of the West Indies in Mona, when I learned that it was George Soros owned it, I was like, oh, no, the pieces of the puzzles are connected. Then I said the University of the West Indies, what they do, they took all the so-called brilliant minds and trained them in their way to be a specific way, you know, to further their agendas.
Oh, slave.
So they build us in that system of schooling that one, it's gonna cost you, you know, to be there. And when it costs you so much, if you're that important or you can be such of a great influence, we're gonna mold you our way so that the people can be asleep, man. While looking at you like, this we want to be like this one. You know?
Right.
Go ahead.
I think where them have them road scholars.
It says, if thou have anything, he will live with thee, he will make thee bear, and will not be sorry for it.
Go ahead.
If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee, and smile upon thee, and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fear, and say, what wantest thou?
Exactly. That's the devil, man. Yeah, that is the devil. See, you run to him for help, he's not going to give it to you, man. He's not going to give it to you because this man is not a man of his word, man.
If he do good, he'll do it
unwillingly,
and willingly, and at the end he's going to declare wickedness.
Definitely.
Yeah.
See?
You have a benefit from something that he's doing.
Well, go ahead. We just get two more scriptures because you have to take up on a far journey. Yeah. So we're going to just read two more scriptures and then we close off. Anybody have the scripture? No? See? Yeah, you have an next one? Just bring it up.
Ecclesiastes 11, verse 8. So, but if a man live many years and rejoice in them all, yet let him remember the days of darkness, for there shall be many.
There shall be many. Go ahead.
So all that cometh is vanity.
Yeah, I see that. It's look, man, it's the scripture say, it's the worst time to make your weakness. Yeah? You visualize that happening
100-fold, man.
Yeah? 100-fold all the absent. Yeah, I mean, a most terrifying situation I can remember. Man.
Hey, bro, we never there Kingston, May 2010. Right. But at the same time, the island was dark when the soldiers them run in and a slaughter the people. Yeah, everywhere was tense because we didn't use that.
You can feel the
spirit in the atmosphere.
Yeah,
the people was dying all over there. They say, oh, we only find one gun. Oh, we only find 2 handguns.
Was trying
But
to hide the bodies
so
and all
much
that.
people was
Hey,
dying, man.
Remember, man.
Remember even when we were going to the beach, I think about a week after, went to the beach and go up on the beach. Have a same energy. Be sure so when society start to break down, monster people are going to change hearts together.
Everywhere. Exactly.
It's a spirit, man. The Lord sent down a spirit, man. Well, you know, so, you know.
No, man, if people start realizing now, say, yo, this can happen
Anytime. You know when they so you know when they realize that? When the soldiers them go up readiless and then analyze the MP brother. Yeah? That's how when they say, wait, they really take it come on readiless now, but that was different thing, you know?
Yeah, the Prime Minister make a speech, as I speak about this, Prime Minister make a speech sending them troops to Haiti. And the police say, yo, if they don't do what they need to do by Haiti, this can happen to any other island.
Right.
Yeah, including Jamaica.
Right.
And it's going to happen to Jamaica.
Right.
And you see, the situation where they're going to engage these gangs all now, but in the time they engage them, it's going to be very bloody.
And let's see if
bullets come out of those men gun too, yeah? And soldiers going to die, police going to die.
Just as civilians.
Just as civilians and the gang members, man.
And let's see if any of you are going to seal
nobody that went over there is invincible, man. None. Yeah? So, the Lord is going to make that, the Lord himself is going to make that big.
The thing is with the Asians, the Levites, they are fighting with a cause, man, or for a cause.
Here's a bloodbath coming to Jamaica just to see it. Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
It says 2 Corinthians 15 and verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
So the respect for leadership,
it's gonna be out the window.
Ever since the 2020 event, I've never seen a prime minister in Jamaica get so many disrespect. Man telling if you go assault your mother. All type of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. The one in St. Vincent, somebody fling a stone and I made a
busting head. Be a disrespect. You see, so you can see like the reverence that these men used to have. You know, it used to get dwindling, man. People disrespecting them now, man. You know, so you're going to come to the point where people going to grab your asses up, put you to death. Yeah, so that's why it's a sedition among men. What?
And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
So you're going to have many different situations where you can't go in a city. First, you know, you're going to have barricades. You know, you're going to have checkpoints, military checkpoints, you know, rioting or looting or marauding gangs, you know what I mean, going through, looking, squandering for what they can find. So it's going to be dangerous in cities, man. A lot of people be starving in the cities and things are getting really desperate. Yeah? What?
It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses.
You listen, so-called 87, I don't know if it's stage or what, the people say stage, but you know, seem stage to me. But anyway, the so-called 87 on the interview, you notice how him speak? These men don't have any empathy, man. Yeah.
I got them for that, man.
Yeah, you know.
Remember when your time come?
God, you want you for that.
Most I same way,
yeah.
And the thing about it is that you see, because you know it, the Lord's gonna take your gruesome. And you're supposed to accept it.
But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yeah, so perilous times are here, man. It's here. It's only gonna get worse. they're going to add more fuel to the fire, so the fire is going to be blazing even more each and every day. You have a scripture?
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, and verse 3. But this I'm reading this in GMBDC, so it's like GNIT. Going back to the average point right there. It says there will be earthquakes, national rebellions, international intrigues, unstable leaders, and confused rulers. When you see these things happening, you will know that they are with the Most High, Yahweh Shah spoken about since the beginning of creation.
Definitely. So you have confused rulers, man. Yeah, men not knowing what to do. That's why when you watch this thing, nowadays you find out that even in Parliament House you have men fighting. Some European country we see the other day where fist was throwing between men in House of Parliament. You know? Different, you know? See, this getting more now.
No, man, I said back in
the
day.
Oh, back in the day, back in the time, now you're witnessing, you know? Man, I threw a fist like, yo, we need to get, saying, well, anyway, you know, we have the brother have to go on a far journey, so we can have him go along, you know? So through the spirit and power, you know, once praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh, Bashan, Yahushai, Bashan, Kodash, and double honors to the apostles, and to the elders of Great Millstone, you know, to other, for being on the comment boards, man, and you know, to be a part of our lives, man, and respect to the brother again from the brother Yashar, yeah, Yashar from the Australia camp, and you know, blessings to the other brothers in Australia to shalom, yeah.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom. So we close this one first.